Some writers entertain us, but a few reach deep into the human soul and show us our fears, our dreams, and our truth. Edgar Allan Poe was one of them. A man who turned pain into poetry, darkness into beauty, and suffering into timeless art. Edgar Allan Poe was born in 1809 in Boston. Orphaned before he was 3, he was taken in by the Allan family in Virginia. From childhood, Poe felt like he didn't fully belong anywhere. Not in his adoptive home, not in school, not in society. But he found one place where he did belong, the world of imagination. As a young man, he wrote poems that were emotional, haunting, and unlike anything else. He later became a master of short stories, creating mysteries, thrillers, and tales of the supernatural that changed literature forever. His works like The Raven, The Telltale Heart, and The Fall of the House of Usher still influence writers and filmmakers today. But behind the masterpieces was a man fighting battles the world couldn't see. Poe faced more hardship than most people experience in a lifetime. He lived through poverty, loss, loneliness, and rejection. Publishers turned him away. Magazines underpaid him, even for his most famous works. He struggled financially nearly his entire life. Then came heartbreak, again and again. He lost his mother, then his foster mother, and later his beloved wife Virginia, who died young and tragically. These losses left deep wounds. Poe battled depression, grief, and the weight of trying to survive in a world that did not understand his style or his mind. Many people would have given up, but Poe didn't. Poe's strength was not loud or dramatic. It was the quiet, unstoppable strength of a man who refused to let suffering silence him. He used every heartbreak, every loss, every moment of despair, and transformed them into powerful stories and poems that revealed the deepest corners of the human heart. He changed the world not by escaping his pain, but by creating from it. Poe invented the modern detective story. He shaped the horror genre. He inspired science fiction. He redefined poetry with rhythm, structure, and emotional depth. And he did all this while fighting inner battles that most people never knew existed. His life was short, but his influence is endless. If stories of resilience, creativity, and human depth inspire you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us here on Maximum Momentum, where timeless wisdom meets unstoppable growth. Now let's explore Edgar Allan Poe's most powerful and unforgettable quotes. Words born from darkness, but filled with truth, beauty, and inspiration. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. A poem deserves its title only inasmuch as it excites the soul. To elevate the soul, poetry is necessary. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. Art is to look at, not to criticize. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Beauty of whatever kind, in its supreme development, invariably excites the sensitive soul to tears. Science has not yet taught us if madness is or is not the sublimity of the intelligence. Never to suffer would never to have been blessed. The depth of darkness to which you can descend and still live is an exact measure of the height to which you can aspire to reach. The best things in life make you sweaty. Believe nothing you hear and only one half that you see. The scariest monsters are the ones that lurk within our souls. Even in the grave, all is not lost. There is an eloquence in true enthusiasm that is not to be doubted. Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of their reality. I wish I could write as mysterious as a cat. There are few things more wearisome than taking leave of a friend. To be appreciated, you must first be understood. The true genius shudders at incompleteness. Invisible things are the only realities. We loved with a love that was more than love. Love like mine can never be gotten over. Years of love have been forgot in the hatred of a minute. Love is a child that sighs and creates. The heart is the only source of real happiness. I remain too much of an artist to shrink from telling the truth. It is by no means an irrational fancy that in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence as a dream. I intend to put up with nothing that I can put down. The 99 are with dreams, content, but the hope of the world made new is the 100th man who is grimly bent on making those dreams come true. There is no beauty without some strangeness. The boundaries which divide life and death are at best shadowy and vague. I have great faith in fools. Self-confidence, my friends call it. Even in laughter the heart may ache. To die laughing must be the most glorious of all glorious deaths. Our lives are Swiss, so still, so cool, till some odd afternoon the Alps begin to jar. The eye, like a shattered mirror, multiplies the images of sorrow. Mysteries force a man to think. Experience has taught me the value of thinking. Dreams are the touchstones of our character. Deep in earth my love is lying, and I must weep alone. I dread the events of the future, not in themselves, but in their results. Fear is a strong emotion. It sharpens one's senses. The world is a great ocean upon which we encounter more tempestuous storms than calms. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. You will remember that I am known for my darkness, yet even darkness carries a form of light. Never underestimate the power of the human spirit. Out of suffering comes strength. Through trials, the soul grows deep. The brave only know how far they can go when they dare to go too far.